We are the North Carolina Public Service Workers Union, UE150. We represent thousands of state and city workers across North Carolina, from Kinston to Morganton. We are a member-run, democratic fighting organization that works every day to give you a voice on the job, in your community, and in our government.
We're in this fight together, You stand with me. You ain't got to say nothing, but stand with me. It's for all of us. It ain't just for me. It's for all of us.
For 2 decades, UE150 has been a leading voice for public employees on the job and beyond. We're a founding member of the HOPE, Hear Our Public Employee Coalition, that fights for collective bargaining rights. We are the key players, together with the NAACP, that organizes annual marches on the state capitol to demand social and economic justice. We are involved in the Moral Mondays campaign against the draconian policies of the State General Assembly. We are also active on national issues through our affiliation with UE, recently voted the most valuable union in America by Nation magazine.
And fighting and standing up for yourself, that's the most important reason why you should be able to join you. You have to have a voice, and you have to make your voice heard. I mean, people know that they're being mistreated. People know that they're not getting fairly paid. People know that they're not being valued. We try to, connect with people on the fact that, you have to stand up for yourself.
By the mid-90s, university employees were joining hands with municipal employees to create a new statewide union, an organization that would later be strengthened by an influx of employees from the State Department of Health and Human Services, DHHS, and elsewhere. A founding convention in 1999 made it all official with elected statewide officers and a constitution for UE Local 150, North Carolina Public Service Workers Union.
When we go to our neighbor and we talk about solidarity, they bring up right to work. Well, it's a right to work state. They're going to fire me because they don't know what the rule means. And so they look at you like we aren't going to be able to do anything anyway, because they have that illusion that they're powerless, that they're weak, that they're less than somebody who makes more than them or who is in a different position than them. You see this kind of soup brewing of what we're about to become. And I think as long as we're pushing the things that we see, working class solidarity, right, fair wages, free health care at the point of use, and more power with a lot of different other things, but more power among the working class. As long as we keep pushing those things and educating people on what those things are, I think we'll break through and we'll finally get to a point to where we don't have to fight as hard anymore.
Even with the denial of collective bargaining rights for public employees, we have successfully changed working conditions and improved wages. As part of the broader Fight for 15 movement, we've helped bring this demand into our workplaces. We are the leading force that helped raise the minimum wage for city workers in 5 cities: Charlotte, Greensboro, Durham, Raleigh, and Winston-Salem, to $15 per hour. A year later, we helped push the state legislature to raise minimum wage for the state employees to $15 per hour. Since then, we've fought and won step pay plans and in-range salary adjustments so that workers have a pay scale that recognizes our years of service and are not stuck to the whims of management's unfair merit-only system.
I think UE definitely is the way to go if you're starting unions and also trying to get collective bargaining. But we also know that unions have power because of the people. Everybody gets an opinion and everybody participates.
Oh yeah. But I know for a fact that the union really helps us as housekeepers, and they stand behind us and they'll fight for, our rights and stuff. Yeah.
We have sought to establish other workplace safety, staffing, and workplace standards through our Workers' Bill of Rights campaigns. We've hosted hearings across the state and had bills introduced to the North Carolina General Assembly. Part of our fight is always recognizing the racist, anti-woman, anti-gay, and anti-worker history of our state, and always centering the voices of the workers in the fight against all forms of discrimination.
That we are not going to continue to tolerate the systemic racism, the systemic oppression of oppressed nations around the world, workers not having the fundamental rights to health care, to housing, to a decent living wage, and we know $15 is not enough. Our union is not afraid to take these stands, and I'm very proud and honored to be a part of a union that has fought for pushing the minimum wage up for all state workers, pushing the minimum wage up for every city where we have a union chapter. We have fought for all these things, and we won them on most occasions. We're not afraid being called militant, radical, socialist, revolutionary, whatever it is. We know we're fighting to benefit the working class and all oppressed people. That's the kind of union I know that many of us in this union want to be a part of, and we're proud to be a part of.
We are workers just like you. We are the union. We are organizing. We are winning, and we need you to join to help us to continue to build power across the state.